What it do? It's Trizzy, one of your top Eagles fans, speaking on Eagles football. You know what I mean? Let's get to it. So today, right, I woke up and I seen a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I seen the media a little bit more less hateful of Jalen Hurts today. It was kind of odd because I'm so used to them hating on him all season. It was just different, but I seen a lot of different shows and stuff like that speaking of Jalen Hurts being maybe undervalued or being underrated even to an extent. Obviously, the talking heads, some agreed that he was overrated and some just completely was like, no, he's rated where he belongs, which I think is a lie. Yeah, man, it's some things I want to talk about on this game that's coming up. You know, Eagles, Commanders, and the NFC conference game, NFC championship game. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to sit here and hate on Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is an excellent rookie. He's having an excellent season. I've never seen anything like it, so I do not take the Commanders lightly at all. I'm expecting us to come out with a win. I feel like we can beat them. The both times we did play them, we looked good. Besides, after the second time when Jalen Hurts got hurt, the first time, it was a close game. The Commanders always play us tough. We always beat them and they always beat us, so we always split. So this third matchup is really a toss-up. So I don't really know what to think. I don't know how it's going to go, but I know the Eagles is going to win. We have the better defense. We have the better weapons at wide receiver. We have the better running back. You could debate however you want it about the quarterback. Obviously, I feel like Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback for this moment because of experience. When it comes to talent, I'm not taking anything away from Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is a talented rookie. Like I said, even though he's a talented rookie, he's still a rookie. And yes, he has poise, and yes, he's showing that he can do all types of things and stuff like that. But this is still the NFL, and history is history for a reason. So we'll see. I feel like Vic Fangio will come up with some type of game plan. Matter of fact, the first time we played, he had a great game plan against him, confused him. Jayden Daniels do some picks against us. Also, the second time we played him, we picked him off twice. So I'm fine. Vic Fangio's defense has shown that he can take care of Jayden Daniels. I'm absolutely confident in our defense playing against him. Commanders fans will tell us all the time, they'll remind us all the time how he scored 5 touchdowns against us without context. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he was kicked out of the game, I guess, for whatever he said. The rest was upset. They was hurt. They felt like they wanted to get him out of the game. Bam, they lose him after we already lost Hurts to concussion. So when you look at that game, with 5 turnovers and Hurts playing, we win that game. And I'm not trying to take anything from Kenny Pickett because Kenny Pickett came in and played well. He didn't have first team reps or anything like that. So he just got thrust into the game. But he has to be better. And he threw a touchdown when he came in because he was force feeding AJ. If you're a backup quarterback and you have AJ Brown on your team and your first time you jump in the game, yes, I'm going to target AJ Brown nonstop too because that's what you want to do. But after that first drive and then we got to the second drive, he threw that pick. That's when things kind of went downhill. He threw that pick, and then Kenny Pickett began to play like he didn't want to lose the game. So by him playing the way he was playing, very conservative and not trying to lose the game, we couldn't drive the ball. The defense came out there and played their ass off that game. I cannot sit there and make fun of the defense or try to take away. Yes, they got 5 touchdowns scored on them, but they also forced 5 turnovers, I believe, or 4 turnovers. And if you get 4 turnovers in a game, you're supposed to win the game. And even at the end of the game, the defense got a game-ending pick. They got a game-ending pick. We were supposed to win the game, but we all know what happened. Devontae Smith dropped the ball. Bam. End of the day, it was a loss. No excuses. So this game that's coming up, yes, the Commanders is playing at a different level. Yes, they beat the Lions, but I felt like if we played the Lions, we were going to beat the Lions. The Lions defense did not scare me at all. Lions defense was broken up and mangled, and they just looked at bad. So I wasn't really too worried about them. But they did have an impressive win against the Lions. Did I see it coming? No, I did not. But I also did. I could show you receipts. I got a friend that I texted before that game. I said, yo, I feel like the Commanders is going to win this game. I just felt like it. But I also said if the Commanders win this game, the Eagles is going to the Super Bowl because I feel confident in our ability and our players and our pieces that we have that match up very well against the Commanders, that I know we're going to win. I told my friend, I said, yo, the Commanders and the Eagles match up very well against the Lions. I said we match up really well, and I said the Commanders is kind of built like us, like they're built like us, but at the end of the day, we're a better team. Yeah, they're built like us, but we have better players. So that's why I felt like the Commanders matched up pretty well against the Lions, and I also felt like that's why we matched up pretty well against the Lions. But like I said, the Commanders is built like us, but we're the better team. We have the better players. We have the better pieces. I feel like we're going to win the game. I don't know. I'm not saying we're going to have Jayden Daniels throw for 100 yards and 2 picks and 1 touch. No, I'm just saying we're going to win the game. Whether it's in convincing fashion, that's remain to be seen. But at the end of the day, I just know we got this in the bag. So, also, let's get into some of the things that I wanted to talk about. So I was watching some videos earlier, and I said Carlton from the Morning Jew Show, and he was talking about Jalen Hurts, and he was talking about how we need to give him credit, and pretty much just was saying that he was unappreciated. So I'm gonna let y'all see.
They can win without Jalen Hurts being at 100%. They've been doing it all year.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, they can't win without him. Let's just agree on that. Like, if Kenny Pickett or Tanner McKee, whatever his name is, plays, I don't think they win the game. As great as Saquon and the offensive line is. The issue with Jalen Hurts, and I want to give him credit, I think he's the most underappreciated quarterback in all of football. Because essentially all he has done is win since he got into the NFL. And there's always some type of nonsense going on there where people like to pick at him, right? Like, oh, he's not good at this, so he doesn't do that. Turnovers, which is obviously an issue for a lot of young quarterbacks, not just Jalen Hurts, has been an issue for him. But the dude's a winner. All he does is win.
Like I was in the Twilight Zone because I feel like Carlton was one of his biggest haters. Crazy, right? It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Producers are writing it up or saying like, all right, we're doing too much Jalen Hurts hate. Let's dial it down. I don't know. This is simple stuff that Eagles fans been saying all season. Like, yes, he hasn't been looking great. He hasn't been looking good this year. He hasn't been looking like how we expected him to look with this roster. But he's been consistent throughout his career since he's been with the Eagles. He wins. I done said it before on my shorts. I done said it in one of my rant videos. The one thing I've seen that's consistent with Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts wins games. I've seen it with my bare eyes. I've seen it against the Bills. I've seen it against the Chiefs. I've seen it against just different teams. I've seen it against Tua. You got to give the guy his props, man. He's a winner. And, yeah, it's kind of hard to play consistent when you've been in an offense that had multiple OCs, offensive coordinators for multiple years, yo. If Kellen Moore stays, this will be the second time in his professional career that he had an offensive coordinator for more than 2 years. And it's looking like Kellen Moore is getting poached and going to a different team and probably being a head coach. So he's going to end up having a different OC next year. And guess what? The offense is going to look different next year. And it's just crazy. People just don't see it. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like the guy. People just see how confident he is and how humble he is. And maybe people just think that's not real. People in my time, in my experience, that like when you're unapologetically yourself, and I think that's what Jalen Hurts is, it kind of just rub people the wrong way. People just feel like some negative energy and some flaws in themselves, and that turns into hate, and they end up not liking a person because of it. So I don't know. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is our quarterback. He's QB number 1. And we need him to win this NFC Championship game and get us to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. And maybe it won't, if we win it, maybe it won't silence the haters, but guess what? You can't talk trash about him because he went to there and he did his thing and he got it. So we'll see. But who knows? I was watching The Facility and they had Shady on there. Obviously, you know, they had the regular guys on there. And the question was, the outro ask was, who do you trust more, Jayden Daniels or Jalen Hurts? And, you know, of course, Chase Daniels said he trusts Jayden Daniels because, you know, he's a backup quarterback and he just been always a backup quarterback. So I'm pretty sure he's in awe about passing yards and just how Jayden Daniels look, which Jayden Daniels does look impressive. But at the end of the day, I stress this, Jayden Daniels is a rookie. And no matter how good it looks, no matter how I've seen games where Jayden Daniels didn't look that good. Let's act like we got a sample size of it. Even though it's a small sample size, we got 20 games of it. I think, was it 20 games or 19 games? However many games. We got enough games of it to see. Like, yeah, okay, he looked good sometimes, but it's like he's still a rookie and he's still an NFL. It's still other NFL players out there that's going to try to get after him. So he said he trusted Jayden Daniels. Shady obviously said he trusted Jalen Hurts. Why wouldn't you? He's the veteran. He's been there before. This is his second time going to an NFC Championship game in 3 years. He had 1 year off. He was in there in 2022, 2023, made the playoffs, but lost in the wild card. And here we are in 2024, back in the NFC Conference Championship game. Say what you want, but if Jalen Hurts was so bad, the team would not be where they're at without him. You just got to look at it like that. Like, I've seen other QBs be bad and not go far because ultimately at some point in time, the QB couldn't do it. We had multiple games where we had Jalen Hurts and we needed Jalen Hurts to win the game. That Steelers game, Jalen Hurts had to win the game. Saquon wasn't looking pretty good in that game. He had to win that game. Steelers wasn't no pushover at the time. People was telling us every week that every game that we played that it was a test. So I get it. This year, everybody having recency bias and they looking at how he's playing and they think that he can't do what he need to do to win games. But I just believe it's factually wrong. Jalen Hurts can win games. So I don't know. Who y'all think? Who y'all trust more? I don't know. I know who I trust more, and I have my reasons. I'm a little biased, obviously. I'm an Eagles fan. And I just feel like, the veteran been there and done that, and he has experience in it. But who do y'all trust more? Do y'all trust Jalen Hurts or do y'all trust Jayden Daniels? Let me know in the comments. This is funny as hell. So I was looking at an interview earlier from AJ Brown. And AJ Brown trolls Darius Slay because Darius Slay got a tattoo on his leg of himself, and I guess he must have got it when he was 14 years old. He must have been young because I got tattoos when I was young, and yeah, they look a little suspect too. But he got a tattoo on his leg, and it's a picture of himself, which is crazy. Getting a tattoo or a portrait of yourself on your body is like next level conceited, all types of crazy stuff. But AJ Brown said, I'm gonna just let y'all look at it for yourself.
Great knowledge, and he's an all-around great guy. He's probably one of the funniest guys in his locker room. So yeah, and he has Odell Beckham tatted on his leg. I'm kidding. This man got Odell Beckham on his leg.
Yo, AJ is a clown. Like, of all people, he said Odell Beckham. I'll feel some type of way too, because everybody that been watching football for a long time, we all been saying some things about Odell. Like, he little, yeah, we gonna leave that alone. His response and his reaction was hilarious because he was not feeling it. But that's good to see. I love the fact that the team has chemistry like that. The team is cool with each other. Think about it. AJ Brown's a wide receiver. He's next to Darius Slay and they're getting massages, whatever. Like, this team is different. Like, they're not clicked up. They're all together. They're hanging out with each other. They love being around each other. It's great to see. It's great to see, and I love it. It definitely reminds me of the teams of 2022 and 2017, especially 2017, because 2017 everybody was really cool with each other. Everybody was close knit. It's great to see them now, years later, and how they all still in touch with each other and still hang out with each other and stuff like that. So that's definitely good to see. But like I said, I love this team, man, and we gotta bring this home for the city, man. This will really mean a lot to the fans. I know fans has been a little bit of contempt a little bit from winning the first one, but come on, man. We not that same organization no more. We're not an organization of losers. We're an organization of winners. We want to win a second chip. We want to be put in that category of teams, of winning teams. We have the most wins, second most wins in the NFL since 2000. The only team that has more is the Patriots. Yes, us, the Eagles, have the second most wins, only behind the Patriots, y'all. So we're not the loser organization that we used to be. We're winners, and we should expect our team to win. And I believe in our team, and I know that they can win, and I know we will win. So I'm wishing luck. I'm going down to Xfinity Live, man. If y'all going down there, y'all see me, say what's up, speak. We gonna turn up. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm not paying $1,200 or however much dollars for those damn tickets. So like I said, I'll be at Xfinity Live. We might go down there to the tailgate, because people down there at tailgate, they be having some great food. It'd be better than the food in Xfinity Live or in Stadium. So if y'all see me down there, holla at your boy. Reach out, say up, speak, take pictures, whatever y'all want to do. We gonna turn up. We gonna do this shit, man. We gonna do this shit. And all those people that's nervous and worried, don't be nervous and worried, because we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm not jinxing this. I'm not being overconfident. I'm not being cocky. I told my homie, I said, yo, if we get the if we get the Commanders, we're going to the Super Bowl. I said it. I lie to y'all not. I called it out. So we have a great team. Our team is together. They rocking with the coach no matter what the out there. Like, this is the first team that I really believe is ignoring the outside noise. You know how many times when you be watching teams and they say, yeah, you know, we got to not pay attention to the outside noise. I feel like the Eagles is really ignoring the outside noise. But they're listening to the criticism. Well, I'm not even going to say criticism. They're listening to the hate. And they're taking that hate and they're using it as fuel. They're not letting the outside noise dictate what they do on the field. The Eagles understand that running the ball with Saquon behind his offensive line and passing 20 times a game is a formula for success. And they're using it, and they know it's a formula for success because they won all these games in a row, and they're in an NFC conference game, and people still sitting there saying, oh, all you got to do to beat the Eagles is stop Saquon. And we still haven't seen anybody do it. I'm lying. We seen the Steelers do it. And guess what they did? They passed the ball. And guess how many yards Jalen Hurts had? 290 yards, I believe. And 2 touchdowns. What are y'all worried about? Yes, we don't pass it, but we don't pass it because we don't have to. And if we do pass it, we got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. So don't be stressed out. Don't be worried. We good, y'all. Stop tripping. Stop sitting there feeling scary and scared. Jayden Daniels is a great quarterback. He's a young quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback. Vic Fangio is an all-time great defensive coordinator. He's a great coach. He will have them boys ready to play. We have the #1 defense. Both games that we played him, we got turnovers in. Listen, it's time, y'all. It's time. It's time. It's time. Our players is locked in, and us as fans, we need to lock in and stop being scared and sit there and support our team no matter what. If we lose, we lose, and if we win, we fucking win. Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly. Trizzy, I'm out. If you like what I was talking about, you like the content, you like everything, like and subscribe to the channel. We rocking out. We going all in. We all in. The Real America's team.